pulling up right now. It's gonna be coming around the corner. The funny thing about this is we didn't even know it was coming. I called to schedule it, the delivery, and they were just like, oh yeah, it shipped out 2 days ago. And I was like, what? So it'll be there tomorrow. So we're pretty excited that it's here. He looks a little bit lost. I see him. Probably gonna have to go get him. Stacking it in now that we got him in the right spot. So shiny. Once we get it unloaded, I'll do a review and see any differences between this one and our 2013. This one should actually have a scale. We'll review it and learn about it together because it is going to be different than the 2013. So I'll point out the differences and review the machine, tell you what I think about it. Hummer Bee's a great company. Really don't have anything but good things to say. That's why we chose to go with them for our second machine. Trailer as well. Won't be able to review that today because I don't have one of the 550s to hook it to, but we'll do that in a different day. Brand new. Let's see if I can start hooking it. I'm just gonna. Brand new, yeah. There we go.
Put it double changed.
Yeah. Well secured.
Yeah, more security.
How long was the drive? How long was the drive?
At 22 hours.
22 hours?
Yeah.
Grand Rapids?
I'm not tired.
What? Okay. check back in once we get it all unstrapped. We got it all unstrapped. Gonna back it off as soon as the ramps come down, but I'm gonna wait. Go ahead and warm it up. Check it out. All the digital gauges are new to me too. Purrs like a kitten. First time running her and I gotta back it on the trailer, nothing new. That's the emergency brake. They had that bad boy on for sure. Very similar. Alright, we're gonna grab the trailer and back it down.
Keep going. It's fine. It's fine.
You end up with a forklift operator. I'm gonna do a quick review of what I see different from this machine from the 2013, and I'll just review the machine in general. This is a Hummerbee XRT. There's a Hummerbee Turbo and an XRT. The XRT is a bigger machine, made in the USA. This one was made in Michigan, Grand Rapids. Always, like I said earlier, been really impressed with Hummerbee, their service. Just had a really good experience the whole time throughout. It's pretty cool looking at this machine. Seems like everything's, a lot of it's coming from America. I know the Kohler, I believe, is Italian, so we'll see that. That's the engine. Forks come from America. It's built in America, right in Michigan, and with an Italian engine. So the first thing I noticed is it's a little bit smaller than our other XRT, the 2013, which is kind of nice. We did order a shorter mast, so it'd be easier to get in and out of the containers, in and out of the buildings. The disadvantage of that would be loading semis. It doesn't quite get to the top of the semi, but I felt like it would be good to experience this, see which pros and cons weighed more. We're really usually going in more containers than we are loading semis, so I think this was the right choice. So the mast is smaller. We'll get a side-by-side next week for sure. That's what happens when you end up with a forklift operator. Same smoker holder, but flipped around so the smoke comes up instead of hitting here on the emergency brake, or the emergency brake. That way it keeps the soot off. Foam filled tires like the other machine, they seem a little bit thinner. Same footsteps. honeycomb. I'll say the steel also seems thinner, which has its advantages and disadvantages. I imagine this machine overall is lighter than the 2013, which when it comes to towing, which is probably the most important thing, is better. But when it comes to like backing the machine into things, I imagine it will dent easier. So we'll have to treat this with a little more care. This, I don't know what this is. This looks like an added housing, like they needed some more room. So they just built this, popped it on. Big daddy air filter, I like that. They added the cup holder, that's new. Go ahead and check out the engine compartment. So this is the Kohler. The other one is the 2013 is a Kubota. The Kohler does come out of Italy. The compartment definitely looks like it's got a lot going on. Definitely appears a little bit smaller, or the engine is bigger than the 2013. I cannot see the oil filter, which will be, hopefully it's not too bad. I have seen some things online that people are like, we don't even know how to change the oil. So we're hoping that isn't too crazy. But I like, so you got the same fan here. And then the hydraulic fan. This fan is just a regular cooling fan hooked to a radiator like you'd see in your car. That is a hydraulic fan. I'm happy to see, but I don't know why we've got these other 3 fans up here. There's lots of air, which I'm not going to argue with. The air is generally good. Go ahead and close the compartment bay. I did notice this. I kind of wished it would be perfect. It's brand new, but I've learned you kind of, you get things when they're handcrafted. They're not always exactly perfect, but they're really good machines. So kind of look past little things like that. Like the door is a bit off center here, which is creating contact here, which is chipping the paint. So probably gonna call the manufacturer and ask them to send me some paint or a paint code so that I can move this door over just a bit and then repaint it, touch it up, try to keep it really nice since it's brand new. All right, so that's just the walk around on the machine. We'll go ahead and fire her up. So the big obvious difference, this seat is nice. This seat is nice, it's a little higher. Look like I'm really looking down at what I'm doing, which is nice. Good overview of the situation. But the obvious difference between this one and the 2013 is all analog and this one is all digital. So right here, this is all digital computer screens, versus gauges. So we're gonna get to experience that. That should be cool, some new technology. The joystick is a little different. Definitely all of it is just, it comes off as more space age, so we'll fire her up. Booting, my forklift is booting. Hits you with the cool logo. So this machine kind of has to boot up before it will come up in RPM. So if I just throw the handle down, oh, it went. See, I'm still figuring it out, but somehow it knows it's booted up. Like you can get in here and do that same thing and it won't do it until it's ready. So I have to kind of figure that out. We're gonna go ahead and try and figure something out that's new to me, is a scale. And so I want the scale's accurate within 10%. I kind of want to see how it works. So these switches are lights. Oh, it's speed, slow, load cushioner. This one doesn't have an auxiliary. We have that on the other one. We've never used it. It's more semis, you have within 10% accuracy, you know whether or not you're gonna hit your weight limit on the semi, which is 80,000 pounds gross weight. It's impressive. It lifted that up, no problem. Let's go for this Big Daddy one over here. This thing sounds like a spaceship shutting down.
Get all the lights down?
Yep, all the lights. Yep. So the main overall difference I would see between this and our 2013 is just the size, which I can't say that I dislike. I am a little concerned about the thinner metal here for when it comes to backing into stuff, but I'm hoping that pulling it feels lighter behind the 550, and you know, that should outweigh that, and we really shouldn't be backing into things anyways, so got that. But overall, it's really, you know, once again, it impresses me. It came right out of the bag, lifted 3,500 plus pounds, no problem, like it wasn't even there. I think I enjoy the little bit more petite overall machine anyhow, but I do like both. I think both are good machines. My hair's all crazy hair. We're doing this review in the rain. Overall, they win again. Good experience. Gotta say, I couldn't be any more excited about this. Like, having two loaders is going to be an advantage as a beekeeper. The loader is like your samurai sword, very important. But having two loaders is really going to be good. Like now, when we go to Wisconsin, we don't have to chase the semis back and hope that we beat them and then unload and work. Pretty much just work like 30 hours straight. It's horrible. I mean, we do stop at night. We don't do the crazy drive through the nights unless we have to, which we never have. We've always just had the semi truck drivers because they want to go really fast. Just go ahead and drive with us, and when we come from Wisconsin, we do like 2 nights, and then the last time we get there and we unload. It's not bad, but now it really gives us an advantage because we can just leave one machine in Florida and take one to Wisconsin or to California when we go, and not really have to be so pressured to get back. We can just put them on the truck and ship them, and another teammate can go ahead and, you know, catch the semi here in Florida or vice versa out of state and put them on the ground, and it just really takes the pressure off, as well as it makes us stronger here locally because we, you know, have had more and more hydraulic lines blow as we get more bees. There's just more pressure on the machine in general, and so when you have more pressure, you find problems, and we have definitely had to have some, you know, middle of the night repairs more than once. So this will allow us to, you know, if we have a problem, set one machine to the side and get the other one, and it won't end the day or night, whatever we're trying to get done. As well as general maintenance. We always, to be honest, have had a bad habit of just like running the machine. We do change the oil filters, you know, hydraulic fluid, those type of things, fuel filters. But, you know, by having 2 machines, it really gives you time to maintenance, do some deep maintenance, changing, you know, anything you can think of with the machine. Goodbye, Terry. And then what else can I think of? Overall, just super happy. So we'll go ahead and get this put away, and that's it. Dad, do you want to drive it in?
No, you drive it in.
I gotta drive it in? All right, I'll drive it in.